afternoon, whatever time it is you're watching. Guess I say that always, and then if you're watching it in the replays, probably not afternoon. So, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. This morning here in Dallas, the sun does not come up yet. But it will. I think it's going to be fairly warm today in Dallas. It's a little cold out there right now. I didn't check the temperature, but it might be, I don't know what it is. Hey, Ben, I was thinking something. I forget. It's morning, I'm tired. Dinner out of town. I was thinking something about Ben. Well, you don't think your city's good to see? That's what it was. Like you're like, oh, I'm glad they didn't show the city center. It's not good to see, you don't think? I was thinking about doing a different reaction to Yeovil. I saw a few videos. Although there were a couple, sometimes when I look at a city, there'll be bad videos. There were a couple saying Yeovil was no good. But I saw a few videos that probably make it look better. I was just curious, because I didn't see Yeovil, just the inside of their pubs. I was thinking about looking it up. Anyway, good to see you, Ben. Oh man, British movies. I'm not sure I said my, oh yeah, I did. Hiya, Choppy. Hey, Kim. It's tough to see Kim. Always. Good to see Kim. Kim, you're a Newcastle United fan, right? You and Choppy. Ben says, not at the moment, it's a building site. I see cranes all over your country, especially when I look at the bigger cities. Yeah, I thought so, Kim. You and Choppy. Neither one of you live in Newcastle, though. Yeah, I got a microphone coming. You can't hear me? I do talk quiet, especially in the mornings. Just woke up. Takes me a minute to get going. But I do have a microphone coming. I could move it. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Out now. St. Ives. Your family's from Newcastle, Kim. Yeah, you live north of there, I think. It's probably cold where you're at. Is it cold this morning, Kim? So out now, St. Ives came out. The McDonald's one came out. And Carlisle, Choppy. I thought that was a good video, Carlisle. I liked it. Yeah, we're going to talk British movies today. Hey, Terry. British movies. Oh, I'm sorry, Choppy. I do have a microphone coming. Hey, Terry. And I was talking to Ben, too, so we'll do another reaction to Cleveland to see the town more. Are there any good videos you think I should watch? I can just pick one. I saw a couple, but I don't know. If there's one you prefer to react to, you should email it to me. Because I never know what a video is going to be. But there's a couple about Cleveland. I was going to do them in the next few days. About the town, not just the beach. Yeah, that was a pretty good video, Chappie, I thought. That was pretty good. Again, I never know what I'm going to get. that guy showed the cathedral very well, and the castle, and other things too. It was pretty good. After the live stream comes Warwick. That's a good video, I thought. It shows the city. It shows 10 things, I think, to do there. It does show the cathedral, castle. It shows a bunch of stuff. Pretty good, coming out after the live stream. Also, I did a reaction to rugby tackles. It's coming out after the live stream. Those will be member early releases. So it'll come to the regular channel the next day. And then for the members only video today, I did a video that's about your pubs dying. It's a good video. I wanted to do something about it, and I looked it up. Okay, Choppy, I'll check it out. Ghost Casebook. I don't have a lot of my own time, though, if I'm going to be honest, Choppy. I'm working right now, 2 jobs. One as a reactor and one as a painter. And I cook every night. Clean house, do all my own laundry. So, in my spare time, Choppy, okay. When I have some. Wet and windy there today, Terry. It's just kind of cold today. I think it's going to be sunny and warm. But I was looking for a video to react to about your pubs dying. And there was a bunch. Mostly like news. They were like news reports. I didn't know. I didn't know if I wanted to do those. But I saw this one that just had a real character-looking guy in the thumbnail. I was like, what? It looked like he was standing in like a shop. A bunch of tools on the wall behind him. I was like, that one's not a news report. And so I decided, now it was a little old. It was a couple years old, I think. And I know it's gotten worse for your pubs even since then. But it just looked like the most interesting video from the thumbnail. And so I reacted to that guy talking about it, and man, you'll see the look on my face when he first starts to talk. Like, I don't know, 2 or 3 sentences in, he said something. I was like, the accent. The accent was something. And so I missed like a whole sentence he said within the first like 2 or 3 sentences. I even stopped the video. Hey, Sue. I was like, okay, this guy is a character. I didn't understand something he just said. But I kept watching the video. Talking about how your pubs are dying. Maybe why he's mentioning. It's a good video. Anyway, that comes out to the, that's your members only video today. Pretty good. He said that he was from Norwich. And so I don't know if it's the accent there, or maybe he's from the countryside. Because we have different accents for folks that live in the same state, but somebody lives in the country, somebody lives in the city. They'll have different accents. I felt like he might have been from the country. Because his accent. I mean, I could understand him. It was only like one sentence at the beginning that I was like, what? I don't know what he just said. It was the way he said it kind of quickly. I don't know. $3.30 for a pint of Worthingtons. Choppy. So expensive. Is that what you're saying? It's getting too expensive to go to the pub. I mean, $3.30. If I go and get a beer at the bar, it's gonna cost me $5, $6, $7 for a pint. Now, $3.30, that's probably about $5. So I guess that's about right. Same here, I guess. Okay, so that's what's coming up. That's what's coming up. And I did watch a video. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds not too expensive. Choppy is fairly expensive. It's 99 pence in Weatherspoons. Okay. I mean, that seems very cheap. 99 pence? I've heard good. I've heard some bad things about Weatherspoons. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I reacted to a video about Southeast England, and it showed me some places I hadn't seen before. Like, for example, Rye. Rye kind of looks like a nice little. Is that a village? Rye? It looked pretty nice. But again, I went to look it up. It's cheap and cheerful in Weatherspoon. That's good. Went to look up Rye, and there's not a whole lot. So then I'm really rolling the dice when I react to the video, just hoping it's good. That's going to be my trouble as I try to do some of these small places, is finding good videos to react to. But it is my intention. So, same with, I try to look up Gal Morgan, Mid Gal Morgan. I couldn't find much. So, British movies. What's y'all's favorite movie? If you only got to pick one movie, if I say that's it, you only. So if you start naming like 10 movies in your answers, you are disqualified. And it's a penalty kick. Okay, so your favorite movie, I'm asking, just one. Choppy said Rita Sue and Bob too. Okay, I think that's come up before in our chats. Kind of an older movie, kind of taboo by today's standards. And what's your favorite movie? It doesn't have to be British. I'm going to talk about British movies, but it doesn't have to be British. Just what's your one all-time favorite movie? While y'all do that, A Matter of Life and Death, Sue? I hope that's your favorite movie and you're not trying to send us a message. You okay? Blink twice. Sue, A Matter of Life and Death. I never heard of that. Who's in that? I know, Ben. See, I agree with Ben's answer. He couldn't give just one. There's so many good ones. I know, that's unfair. That's an unfair question. Okay, what are your favorite movies? But do you hate it when people do it? What's your favorite song? I don't. I can't pick one. War Horse, Choppy? David Niven. Okay, he's in A Matter of Life and Death. I've never seen that. I have to look that up. War Horse. I've never seen that. You like horror, Terry? You said you like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What's your favorite horror movie, or some of them? I don't like too many horror movies. I like reading horror, but I don't like to watch it. I can't suspend my disbelief enough. I say, okay, that's fake. Kim. Rebel Without a Cause. That's my heart right there. I'm such a big James Dean fan that I named one of my sons after James Dean's character in Giant. The movie Giant that he filmed with Elizabeth Taylor, Rock Hudson. that was filmed in Texas, based on the novel. Edna Ferber, I believe, wrote the novel. Giant. They filmed it out in Texas. But yeah, I love James Dean. I did. I named my son after his character in Giant. Love James Dean. Hey, Adrian. Okay, you can keep naming your favorite movies. But I would like to know, even if I don't mention them. I'll look back. Ooh, War Horse was filmed at Dartmoor. Okay, Spielberg. But before I get into British movies, I got a little side. Oh man, I forgot to schedule my live stream. Did y'all notice? Until right before I went on, I was like, oh, I was so busy I forgot to schedule the live stream. Y'all are here, so it worked out. We were talking yesterday, before I get into British movies, and about bank holidays. Because yesterday was Martin Luther King Day in the U.S. It was a bank holiday. And I was like, when is y'all's next one? And how many do y'all have? And I thought we had like, so many. And y'all were like, seemed like y'all didn't have very many. So I looked it up. Because I'm a curious cat. Superman the movie, the first one, Adrian, that's a good one. You have 8 bank holidays. In the U.S., has what we call federal holidays or national holidays. The U.S. has 8. We have the exact same number of bank holidays. I did ask you yesterday, when's your next one? And Terry, you said Easter Monday. And I was like, y'all got a holiday for Easter? Because we don't. Easter's on a Sunday. We don't have a holiday for Easter. No holiday. But I looked it up, Terry. Your next one is actually Good Friday, according to what I found. April 3rd. And then Easter Monday, April 6th. So y'all get 4 days off at Easter, essentially, right? It's like a 4-day weekend. Well, we get none. We get none. There's no national holiday anywhere near Easter in the U.S. We don't get Good Friday. We don't get Easter Monday. But you get 4 days. You get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. For Easter, we get 0. I'm jealous. Okay. And sometimes Easter, the time change. We do the time change. And sometimes it falls on Easter Sunday. And you have to move your clock ahead an hour, and you lose an hour's sleep. And my dad was a preacher. And when that would happen, I used to hate that. You gotta get up an hour earlier to go to church. And it's Easter. Hello, Nicola. Anyway, you also get, and y'all's are vague. Y'all's are like, May 4th, you get early May bank holiday. The heck is that? Early May? That's what it said. And then May 25th, you get spring bank holiday. So that's 2 in May, at the beginning of the month and at the end. And these come right after Easter. But then you don't get another one until August 31st, it said. These are the ones coming up. The dates probably changed because they're probably on Mondays. But this year it looks like August 31st, you get summer bank holiday. So just 1 in the summer. And then you get Christmas, Boxing Day, and New Year's Day, all bunched together. That's like y'all were saying. You kind of get them all bunched together. Ours are a little more spread out. We just had, okay, actually, we have one more than you. We have 9. We just had, I forgot to write it down. We just had Martin Luther King Day yesterday. And then the next one we'll have is what we call, and this one's changed names. It originally was Washington's birthday. And then after Lincoln, it got changed to what we call President's Day. And that is still pretty much what we call it. I think they might have changed it back to Washington's Day. I don't know why. But it's basically what we call President's Day, February 21st. It's because Washington and Lincoln were born around the same time. Not year, but both born in February. So we call that President's Day. This year it's February 21st. We have Memorial Day, which kicks off our summer. It's May 30th this year. And that's like, woohoo, let's party. It's Memorial Day. It's meant to be a day to remember those who have died defending the U.S. Memorial Day. But it's like a party Monday for everybody. It kicks off summer. Then we have July 4th, Independence Day, right in the middle of our summer, which is also just another party time for us. So like, we have these party days. You have early May. I don't know. It just seems weird, but I guess y'all party on early May bank holiday probably. Or summer bank holiday. I don't know. We just have names. So September 5th, we have Labor Day. This holiday is meant to give credit to all those people that work and that have labored to build the U.S., past and present. It's kind of a weird one, huh? We call it Labor Day. It comes September 5th this year, and that also is a party day. It's like, okay, summer's over. It's about to be autumn. Let's get one more good party in. Yeah, Remembrance Day, though, is not a bank holiday, Adrian. It's not. It wasn't on the list when I looked up your bank holidays, and I went to a government webpage, a UK government webpage. It didn't show Remembrance Day, and I thought that was odd. Oh, it's on a Sunday. It's on a Sunday. That's why. Remembrance Sunday. So it's not a bank holiday, but still, it's a national holiday, I guess. Is there a difference? I don't know if you have that. I just looked up on a government website your bank holidays. Okay, so then November 11th, we have Veterans Day. That's just mid-November. It's to honor our veterans of the U.S. military. And not much happens. Oh, I skipped Columbus Day. October 10th, we have Columbus Day to honor Christopher Columbus. It's also in some parts now called Native American Day, but officially it's Columbus Day. So they've included honoring Native Americans on October 10th in a lot of places, but officially it's Columbus Day. Then we have Veterans Day, like I said. Columbus Day and Veterans Day, October 10th, November 11th, nothing kind of happens. Nobody really does anything for those days. November 24th, we have Thanksgiving, and that's when we get basically a 4-day weekend is our Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. And so even though that Friday is not an official holiday, after the date, Black Friday is not an official holiday, nobody works. So that's when we get our 4-day weekend. Thursday for Thanksgiving, Friday nobody works, Saturday, Sunday. I guess we do go back. We get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we get 4 days then, but we get nothing at Easter. And then we get, oh, I left, so we have 9. I left off 2. We have Christmas and then New Year's Day. So we have a couple more than you. But I guess the Columbus and Veterans Day, which are kind of nothing. So you're not missing out. I don't know, maybe that was boring. But I get curious. I got questions. I have to look them up. You want to talk about movies? Let's talk about British movies. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to look at British movies. Like, what makes it a British movie? The actors, the writer, where it was filmed, the topic, or if it's just about a British topic or British, but it's not necessarily made there or made by British actors or writers or producers or directors. It's hard to define what is a British movie. When I started looking at this stuff, so I came at it kind of a few different ways. All right, and I did find out that there is, what's it called? There are films that are marked as classified as UK qualifying productions by the British Film Institute. So the British Film Institute determines whether a film is qualified as UK production. I didn't know that. So you have a system to determine, is this film produced in the UK? Because sometimes films, they're shot partially in the UK, they may be mostly somewhere else, or you see what I'm saying? There's all kinds of things that can determine. But according to the British Film Institute, I'm going to name you your top grossing British films, okay? This is top grossing in the UK, okay? So not top grossing films all over the world, but I'm going to tell you which of your, according to the British Film Institute, classifying them as UK produced, which of them did the best at the box office in the UK. Does that make sense? Yeah, Ben, those are two good films. Guy Ritchie, right? Guy Ritchie. Very good. Bugsy Malone was shot. I think it might be, so I'm going to read you. If they're shot in a studio, though, I don't know. Some of them qualify. If they're shot in a studio in London, they qualify. Some of them by the British Film Institute. But I guess you had British people working on the projects. But it's not as cool as if they're filmed on location somewhere in the UK. So these are the number one, if you want to guess, the number one British made film. According to the British Film Institute, these films are all British made. Number one at the UK box office. Anybody want to guess what it was? All time. Number one at the UK box office, a British made film. According to the British Film Institute, these movies qualify as being produced in the UK. Choppy said James Bond. I give y'all a hint. Think science fiction. Number one. Big franchise. Arguably, you could say the biggest franchise of all time. No guess. Star Wars, Terry said. It is. Indeed. Star Wars The Force Awakens. That was one of the recent trilogies. Number one. According to the British Film Institute, it is a British produced movie, and it hit number one all-time grossing film at the UK box office. I'm going to roll through the rest of these kind of quickly, but these, just to give you an idea, Skyfall by James Bond, the James Bond movie, was number two. No Time to Die. Number 3, Barbie. So Barbie qualifies as a British-made film. Was number 6. Spectre, number 7. Avengers Endgame qualifies, according to the British Film Institute, as a British-produced movie. Number 8. Some of these I'm skipping numbers because they aren't qualified as by the BFI. So number 10, Star Wars The Last Jedi. Number 13, The Lion King. Number 15, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Beauty and the Beast. Avengers Infinity War. Mamma Mia. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Wonka. Wicked. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Deadpool and Wolverine. Dunkirk. The Dark Knight Rises. Bohemian Rhapsody. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. The Full Monty. Quantum of Solace. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Those are your top grossing British-made films of all time at the British box office. All right. So some of those movies just produced in the UK on a soundstage. Some of them shot. Yeah, then you're right. Like, how do you, that was according to the British Film Institute. All those films qualified. Titanic was big. It wasn't on the list. It may not have qualified according to the British Film Institute as British-produced movies. I mean, those are big ones. Star Wars, Marvel. Some of those are big movies. Several James Bond movies. According to the British Film Institute, they qualify as British produced. I mean, it does mean that the crew, everybody working on those films, are British. Now, not the directors in a lot of the cases, not some of the actors, but probably most of the crew working on those films. And some big ones. So I have a few other things. I went a few different ways with this, but I started with that. I found this website, the Cinemaholic, and it lists is current. I wanted to do something a little different, a little current. It lists the 28 best British movies on Netflix right now. I thought that was interesting. Now, I haven't looked ahead. I don't know what these 28 best British movies on Netflix are. But y'all want to find out together? Yeah, you do have a lot of good scenery that they use in a lot of films. I do have a list of films and locations where they filmed in the UK. I did look that up. I thought that would be interesting. But let's look at what, according to the Cinemaholic website, what are the 28 most popular British movies on Netflix right now? At number 28, The Tender Swindler. Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. I do love those movies, especially Shaun of the Dead. But Hot Fuzz is also very funny. Anybody ever seen The Tender Swindler? It's a documentary film directed by Felicity Morris. Tells the story of how a group of conned women try to hunt down a con man. I've never seen that. It's on Netflix. It's a British film. Tell Me Who I Am, based on a true story in a 2013 book. Tell Me Who I Am revolves around twins Alex and Marcus Lewis, who share a close bond. Never heard of it. British film on Netflix. Military Wives tells the true story of the Military Wives Choirs Network and how it was formed. I've never seen that. Virunga is on Netflix right now. In the East Congo lies Virunga National Park. Looks like that might be some type of documentary. Number 24 is Love, Wedding, Repeat. Anyone ever seen that? It's a delightful romantic comedy. It's on Netflix, British film. Rebecca. Okay, it's an adaptation of the book, if you're familiar. It does have Armie Hammer in it. And Kristen Scott Thomas. That is called Rebecca. It's on Netflix and it's a British film. How about this one? How to Have Sex. It's a teen drama, of course. British made on Netflix now. How about Rogue Agent? Has anyone ever seen Rogue Agent? Or The Kitchen? Never heard of any of these. The Kitchen is a dystopian version of London. How about Goodbye June? This is a British film on Netflix. It's got Kate Winslet. Oh, Kate Winslet's directorial debut. How about The Outrun? I've not heard of that British film. Wicked Little Sister. Oh, that's got Olivia Colman in it. Who, don't we all love Olivia Colman? But I've not seen it or heard of it. I haven't heard of any of these. Yeah, Monty Python, we're going to talk about a little bit, Chaffee. If I Came By, this British crime thriller. Bank of Dave, biographical comedy. Munich. I haven't seen any of these. Scoop. Ooh. Television interview of Prince Andrew. Caliber. Don't know this one either. Apostle? Oh, that looks scary. It's a horror film. It's a British produced horror film. A Boy Called Christmas. Don't know that. The Wonder. The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Just by the name, I want to see it. The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. I've never heard of it. Lily James in it. Downton Abbey. Are any of you Downton Abbey fans? Luther the Fallen Son. Idris Elba. He's good too. The Dig. The poignant historical drama. The Ritual. Oh, British horror film. Ballad of a Small Player. Oh, that's Colin Farrell. I haven't seen it. The King. Oh, that's Timothy Chalamet. The King. Based on several plays by Shakespeare. To serve as source. Timothy Chalamet. And number one, Enola Holmes. Okay. I've seen that one. That's the only one with Millie Bobby Brown. Plays the teenage sister of Sherlock Holmes. I did see the first one. I thought that might be a different way to take this. I didn't know what would be on that list. I never really heard of any of those. But that's British films on Netflix that we're on. What about... I've heard of this, and I don't know if any of you are fans. But what about the Carry On franchise? It's quintessential British comedy, is it not? And while we're talking about, let's talk about Monty Python. I do love Monty Python. I'm a big fan. I used to My brothers, who are much older than me, used to watch it late at night, and I would creep out of my bedroom and get underneath the dining room table where I could see the TV, but I was in the dark in the dining area, but I could see into the living area, I could see the TV, and I would watch Monty Python. Hidden as a little kid. So good. Life of Brian. It's a blasphemous film. I think you're joking, right, Chappie? Although some people say that, so maybe you're not joking. Carry On, you've heard of it, Ben, but you haven't watched it. Potato and Pill Society was filmed in Biddeford. Oh, that one caught my eye of all of them. Nicola, I do love Monty Python movies, the TV show. Norman Wisdom films are funny. Okay, Kim, I don't think I've seen that. I didn't find that. I did find Carry On. It's a British comedy franchise comprising 31 films, the success of which led to several spin-offs, including 4 Christmas television specials, a 1975 television series, a West End stage show. They were produced by Peter Rogers, directed by Gerald Thomas, starred a regular ensemble that includes Sid James, Kenneth Williams, Charles Hawtrey, Joan Simmons, Kenneth Connor, Peter Butterworth, Haiti Jacques, Terry Scott, Bernard Bresslaw, Barbara Windsor, Jack Douglas, Jim Tell. It was in the British comic tradition of music hall and bawdy seaside postcards. I don't know who Norman Wisdom is. I have to find out who that is. What are the films? Are they kind of funny? Somehow I missed it. I didn't know. I didn't know to look it up. On the Buses is so funny. Is that a film series too? God, why did I not see any of these? It says the Carry On series contains the largest number of films by any British film franchise and is the second longest running, albeit with a 14-year gap when they didn't make any. The James Bond film series is the longest running without gaps. But the Carry On series has the most number of films. Yeah, y'all have to tell me about Norman Wisdom. Or are you going to make me go and look it up after the live stream? Because I didn't come across who that is, what the films are. Is it a series? Anyway, Carry On. I didn't know if any of you would be fans, but it is your film series that has 31 films. So in that sense, it's the biggest. I've never seen it. I have seen all the Monty Python stuff. TV show, movies. Norman Wisdom died on Isle of Man. What did he do while he was alive? Was he a director? Was he an actor? I don't know anything about him. But except for now I know where he died. And that is what I know about him at this moment. But yeah, if y'all let me know, that's cool. If you don't, I'll look it up afterwards. Okay, so let's talk about top filming locations in the UK. Carry On Screaming. Does that have to do with Norman Wisdom? Carry On Screaming is your favorite Carry On. Sorry, it didn't hit me at first. Adrian. Okay, where were films? I have a list. This is called traveling.com in case you want to travel to some of these areas. A list of filming locations in the UK. And it's pretty interesting. So, Alnwick, I don't know how to say it. Alnwick, Alnwick Castle, things to film there: Downton Abbey, Harry Potter, Transformers. So at least you could go and visit this if you would like. Oh, it didn't say where it is. It does show a picture. A lot of people go there and they visit. Do I really look like a serial killer? I'm sorry y'all have to look at me. But all the numpty comments always accuse me of being some horrible, horrible person. Like a murderer. It's like, oh man, okay. Or like I would do something bad to kids. If y'all notice, I keep deleting them, but I get it also in the comments all the time. I'm sorry, I don't like to look at myself either. It's the worst. I'm staring at myself right now. But I promise y'all, I'm not a serial killer. Okay. Portobello, okay. Portobello Road? Annick. Okay, Annick Castle. A lot of places. It doesn't say where it is. What part of the UK is Annick Castle? But a lot of stuff was filmed there. Downton Abbey, Harry Potter, and the Transformers. Paddington and Paddington 2, filmed in a picturesque street in Notting Hill district in West London, can be seen in 3 movies. Notting Hill and Paddington. So Portobello Road, it's in Paddington, Paddington 2, and the movie Notting Hill. Okay, in Cornwall, Alice in Wonderland, in Fitson County, Durham. Okay, thank you, Chuck. Return of the Jedi was filmed in the Forest of Dean. That might be on here, maybe. So Alice in Wonderland, Fisherman's Friends, were filmed in Cornwall. Doesn't say exactly where. Just in Cornwall. War Horse was filmed in Castle Coombe. Oh, no problem, Terry. Go have a good time. London King's Cross. Movies filmed there: Batman Begins, Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, and Harry Potter films. All filmed at King's Cross platform in London. See a picture of it. The whole thing. That whole thing. Durham Cathedral. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, other Harry Potter movies, and Avengers Endgame. All filmed some at Durham Cathedral. Hatfield House. Sherlock Holmes, V for Vendetta, Spider-Man Far From Home, all filmed at Hatfield House. Interesting. Where's Hatfield House? It doesn't say. It's the private property of Lord and Lady Salisbury. It doesn't say exactly where. You love Sherlock Holmes. Okay. American Werewolf in London was London, Brecon Beacons, and Wells. Okay, Wilton House had Tomb Raider filmed there, Johnny English Reborn, and Bridgerton. Lancaster House had The Crown, The Theory of Everything. Audley Inn House also had The Crown. Puzzlewood, Forest of Dean, Star Wars. Episode 7. You said that. Castle Coombe says Stardust, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Castle Coombe. That's all it says. It was filmed there, but maybe other stuff. Hertfordshire, Johnny English and Batman. Castle Howard in Northumberland. Garfield, Victoria, and Bridgerton were filmed there. Wye Valley and the Forest of Dean, Harry Potter was filmed there. West Bay, Dorset, Broadchurch was filmed there. Yeah, Robin Hood. Uh, in Wales, Lawrence of Arabia was filmed. The Brecon Beacons, The Dark Knight was filmed. Nat, I don't know how to say that, but King Arthur was filmed, and some Snowdonian National Park. Doctor Who was filmed, Wells Millennial Center, parts of it, I guess. Southern Down Beach as well, Doctor Who. The World Is Not Enough and Macbeth is in Snowdonian National Park. Robin Hood in Pembrokeshire, parts of Robin Hood, parts of Robin Hood and Freshwater West Beach. These are all in Wales right now. Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows, also filmed at Freshwater West Beach. Die Another Day at Penbryn Beach in Wales. Doolittle, filmed at Menai Bridge in Wales. Here's some that were filmed in Scotland. Outlander, Game of Thrones, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and Outlander at Doune Castle. The Glenfinnan Viaduct, also Harry Potter, filmed there very famously. Skyfall in Glencoe. The Da Vinci Code in Rosslyn Chapel, these are all in Scotland. Braveheart in Gleneva. Brave in the Callanay Standing Stones. The Quarrying on the Isle of Skye, King Arthur and Ronan. In Glasgow, Cloud Atlas and World War Z. The Isle of Harris, A Space Odyssey. Edinburgh, Train Spotting and Cloud Atlas. Nice Point, Island of Skye was filmed. Breaking the Waves and 47 Ronin. Durmulling Castle filmed The Outlander. Kinloch Rannoch and Rannoch Moor, The Outlander and Train Spotting. The World Is Not Enough at Eileen Donan Castle. And in Northern Ireland, Game of Thrones at Dark Hedges, also at Castle Ward. Derry Girls at the Murals of Derry and Londonderry. Dublin Murders at Tollymore Forest Park. A lot of Game of Thrones was filmed in Northern Ireland. Dracula Untold was filmed at the Giant's Causeway. Line of Duty was filmed in Belfast. Okay, that was a list. That was a list. A lot of films filmed on location in the UK. You have a good place for it. It didn't say Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny filmed in Glasgow, but I'm sure that's right. That was 50. That was just 50. There's probably a lot more. The French Lieutenant's one was filmed in Lyme Regis. Adrian says Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and Old Walworth Castle. Yeah, it didn't mention War Horse, but I'm sure that was also filmed, as you said. Tom Cruise has a house in Borrowdale. Tom Cruise could probably have a house in every single city in the world. Man, I'm running out of time. So a couple more things I wanted to mention, just briefly. There was a company called MGM British Studios from 1936 to 1970 with a facility in Boreham Wood known as Elstree Studios, and was responsible for filming a bunch of movies during that time period, mostly from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Some of them pretty big, like 2001 A Space Odyssey. Goodbye Mr. Chips, I believe, won an Academy Award. I'm looking at this list of things that came out of the studio, and a lot of them are big movies, including Ivanhoe in 1952. So, for that time period from 1936 to 1970, shut down now, MGM British Studios produced a lot of hits. I don't have time to name them all because I'm out of time. But MGM British Studios was a force to be reckoned with from the 40s to 1970. And yesterday, Genghis, he's not here. I don't see Genghis. But Genghis mentioned Ivanhoe yesterday. And I've never seen it. How many of you have seen Ivanhoe? It's a 1953 epic historical adventure directed by Richard Thorpe, produced by MGM Britain. The film was shot in Technicolor. Stars Robert Taylor, Elizabeth Taylor, Joan Fontaine, George Sanders, a bunch of other people. Based on the 1819 historical novel Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott. I've never seen it. It was made at MGM British Studios in Bournemouth, Hertfordshire, near London. Pretty big movie when you look back now at it. I was trying to see if it won any records or any awards, and I'm sure it did. The only thing it says here is that it set an opening week record of gross box office. So it opened big, and it did good. And it came from MGM British Studios. Man, that's a lot to do. So, I mean, British movies, they've been influential in British studios, filming locations, not to mention your actors, your writers. Some of the best actors of all time, British. So, thanks, Gemma Tells. So what do y'all think? That's it. You did good. Britain did good making movies. Especially like, a lot of those, the British Film Institute categorized a lot of the Star Wars movies as British films, and Marvel movies, and Harry Potter movies. And those are big time movies that the British Film Institute themselves categorized as produced by the UK. The rank organization was a classic British studio agent. Roger Moore did TV out of it. Anyway, y'all did a lot of movies. And British humor, movies last series, I'm supposing like Carry On that I haven't seen. But Monty Python, just quintessential British movies. And James Bond is a huge franchise as well that I also like. So, just wrapping things up. Good to see you all today. Yeah, good to see you all. I'll come up with something for tomorrow's live stream. I haven't thought of anything yet. They get Roger Moore's autograph, Adrian. But yeah, it was good to see you all, Adrian, Jenna. Nice. Thank you for the kind words. Good to see you, Jenna Tells. I'm just wrapping up my live stream. Choppy, good to see you. Ben, good to see you. I think Ben left, but no, Terry left. Good to see you, Ben. Yeah, Terry's gone. Nicola, always good to see you. And thank you for your kind words. Choppy. Sue, good to see you. I have to check out Sue's favorite movie. Never heard of it, but I do like David Niven. Kim, good to see you. As always, nice to see Kim. And I think that's everybody that was here today. If I missed you, I'm sorry. All of you have a good day. It's always fun for me to host these live streams. I'll try to think of something good for tomorrow. Cheers, everybody. Y'all have a good day. Wayne from Dallas, Texas, signing out.